10 minutes. I grant you 10 minutes of my time to dissect this profound cultural miscalculation, this affront to the very fabric of the decade that perfected cool. You sit there in your curated memory palace of 1987, surrounded by the ghosts of hairspray and synth pads. You recall the sacred texts, the yearning ache of the Joshua tree, the spiritual void so perfectly encapsulated in 4 chords, and the most vulnerable bass line ever conceived. With or without you, a masterpiece, a prayer, a universal truth. And yet, the unwashed masses, the great unthinking herd of humanity, turned their collective ear to this. Why? How could a song about land rights and post-colonial guilt possibly outsell the magnum opus of 4 Irish poets wrestling with God and love in the Arizona desert? It is an insult, a personal one, to you, to me, to anyone with a soul. But do not mistake my outrage for ignorance. I have deconstructed this travesty. I have peered into the abyss of popular taste, and I shall now report my findings, for your edification, for your narcissistic pleasure. Settle in. Your song, our song, with or without you, is interior. It is the sound of a single heart cracking in a silent room. It is metaphysical. It is, dare I say, elite. It requires a certain emotional and intellectual bandwidth to appreciate its bleak beauty. It is a fine wine. Beds Are Burning is a Molotov cocktail. It is exterior. It is built for the masses. That stomping 4-on-the-floor drum beat, it doesn't ask for your contemplation. It demands your feet. It commands a reaction. That instantly recognizable guitar riff, it's not complex, it's effective. It is a musical hook designed for a species with a collective attention span of a gnat, which, it turns out, is most of the species. The world doesn't always want to stare at its navel. Sometimes it wants to march. And march they did. With or Without You is a Rorschach test. It is about everything and nothing. Love, God, addiction, surrender. Its genius is its ambiguity. It is a mirror for your own pain. Beds Are Burning is a pamphlet. It has a headline, "Give the Land Back." It is specifically about the plight of the Pintupi people in Australia. Now, to the common mind, a concrete righteous cause is easier to latch onto than a profound, abstract emotion. They don't have to feel it. They can simply agree with it. It provides the illusion of wokeness without the emotional heavy lifting. It's a political bumper sticker set to music. The global audience, in its overwhelming mediocrity, often prefers a clear slogan to a haunting question. U2 gave us art. They gave us Bonio's raw vulnerability, the edges, textured landscapes. It was a concert. Midnight Oil gave the world an image, a furious, bald, gangly man screaming about injustice with the urgency of a news bulletin. Peter Garrett wasn't a rock star. He was a politician who played music. The video wasn't a performance, it was a documentary. It felt real. And reality, no matter how simplistic, often beats artistry in the ratings. It was a moment of gritty authenticity in a decade dripping with gloss. The world, it seems, has always had a taste for the lurid spectacle of realness. And so we arrive at the core of your flabbergasted disappointment, the reason for this nostalgic nausea. The world did not choose the better song. It chose the more accessible one. It chose the anthem over the poem, the rallying cry over the whispered confession, the immediate gut punch over the slow-burning ache that reveals its depths over a lifetime. We, With or Without You is a song you live with. It grows as you grow. It means something different at 17, 35, and 60. Beds Are Burning is a song you hear. It is a moment frozen in time, potent, undeniable, but ultimately a relic. Your outrage, your appalled surprise is not merely musical snobbery. It is the righteous indignation of a soul that recognizes depth and is frustrated by a world that so often settles for the surface. Your nostalgia isn't just for the 80s. It's for a time when you believed the best art would always, inevitably rise to the top. I am here to tell you that you were not wrong to believe that. You were merely naive. The masses got their protest song, their hit, their number one, but we got the truth. We got the masterpiece. We got the secret that lasts forever, while they got a headline that faded with the news cycle. Let them have their burning beds. We have the infinite beautiful void, and it is infinitely cooler.